Do you paint on canvas but hate the texture? Let me show you how to get a perfectly smooth canvas. Hi there, I'm Janine, I'm an artist and I share my creative journey on this channel. My favourite surface to work on is wood panel. Firstly because it's a rigid surface and you can sand and scratch into it easily. And secondly, because the surface is super smooth. When I want to paint larger though, wood panels get insanely heavy, so I opt for canvas instead. But the texture of the canvas is really bothering me. So I want to try applying moulding paste for a smooth surface. This is an old canvas. It's actually raw canvas. I didn't prime this one, and then I was experimenting with some staining technique, but I'm gonna paint over this, and I've got this light moulding paste. There's irregular moulding paste, which I think is ground up marble or something, but it gets very heavy on, especially on larger canvas, and because I want to use it on like a 1 meter by 150 canvas, it would get really heavy. So I got this light moulding paste, which, as the name suggests, is much lighter. I'm going to try it on this one first. I'm not sure what the best way to apply this is, but I've got this bowl scraper, just a standard kitchen scraping tool. Let's just smear this on here. And I did see on the Golden website, I think, that you can just kind of scrape it on in several layers. So you slowly fill all the little, so you fill in the texture of the canvas. And you do that in several layers, so if the first one isn't perfect, that's fine. I think the scraper's got a bit of texture on the edge actually, which isn't very good. But I do have this catalyst wedge, which is definitely a straight edge. And I'll get some out with this. Yeah, it's a bit, obviously, because the canvas is bouncy, it's a little bit difficult, especially around the edges. And I imagine if you've got an even bigger scraping tool, it might be quite tricky to get a smooth surface. Like you see, I'm already making quite a lot of ridges because the canvas is so bouncy. I think the more you scrape off, the more even it will be, but you will obviously have to add more layers. So I'm going to cover the whole surface and then get back to you.
If you like this video, consider subscribing.
I've now added 3 layers of the moulding paste. It still feels kind of soft and furry, which I don't know if that's the moulding paste or if it's the canvas still coming through. But it looks and sort of feels fairly smooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer of gesso. This is the Tri-Art Gesso Sludge, which is actually is not pure white, it's kind of a light grey colour. So hopefully that will show up, it will show any unevenness still left in the canvas. And then I know whether it's worked or not. This has worked really well actually. You can't see the canvas texture anymore. You can see a little bit of the texture from when I scraped on the moulding paste with the palette knife, but you definitely can't see the canvas texture anymore. So that was 3 layers. Worked really well. The gesso's dried now, and I do have quite a lot of texture here in the middle. So I wanted to see if I can sand it down a bit. This is a 180 grit sandpaper. This does work really well actually. I should probably do it before I gesso next time. but that does get rid of any of the texture. Yeah, you can definitely sand the moulding paste, which makes it a slightly smoother finish. So I've already tried some on this pre-primed canvas. I bought this pre-primed, and I found the best way to apply the moulding paste is to slather it on fairly thickly first, like that. And then to actually scrape most of it away again. But it does take a lot of time. You can definitely achieve a smooth painting surface with moulding paste on canvas, especially if you also use sandpaper to smooth out any irregularities. It does take a lot of time and effort though, so I'm not sure I'm going to use it for my large canvases. But if you have a lot of time on your hands and want a smooth canvas, applying moulding paste is a great option for you. What is your preferred surface to paint on? Let me know in the comments. If you want to know how to start paintings when you're facing a blank canvas, watch the video I've linked in the description box. Thanks and bye bye.